Today, the best time to make a decision is before you need to make it. Welcome to Sacred Grit, a podcast equipping men to conquer addiction and overcome inner struggles through physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines so you can become a man of honor and integrity. I'm Jason.Lyle. Now let's get to work. Today you'll learn a dysregulated nervous system cannot make good decisions in the moment. That's neuroscience, not weakness. When the trigger hits, the man who already decides wins. Start with one preloaded decision tomorrow morning in 5 minutes. This episode is brought to you by David Dodd, Edward Jones McDonough. What's up, my dude? Welcome back to the Sacred Grit Podcast and Gritty Wednesday. Okay, so let's put some teeth on this discipline thing because I want to talk today about preloaded decisions as a part of a discipline. A lot of the guys that I work with find a lot of freedom in these preloaded decisions. And what they're doing is in the morning, they're getting up, they're doing cold water, they're doing yoga, they're doing breath work, they're doing meditation, and they're doing the morning and evening, a morning check-in and an evening reflection form as they work through their process. And what we're starting to find is when they do this morning practice and then build in preloaded decisions around the things in their life that they want to change, when it comes time to make those decisions, they don't have to make them because they have already been made, okay? Because here's the thing, a dysregulated nervous system cannot make good decisions in the moment, okay? We like to think it can, but it's not a weakness, but we are trying to make a decision based off of fight or flight information, right? But if we have preloaded our decision, so if we started the morning off already saying the kind of man that we want to be, right? Like we're not having to decide in the moment. We have already decided. And so when the dysregulation hits, we use the tools, we breathe, we pause, we take a moment, we use the tools that you've learned here on Sacred Grit, and we go, okay, what is my preloaded decision? Okay, well, I'm going to turn my phone over. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to walk away from this conversation. I have already decided the man that I want to be. Because when the trigger hits, the man who has already decided who he wants to be, he wins. And the man who's deciding in the moment is probably going to lose because he has these pre-wired behaviors. Now, I want you to understand a lot of what you deal with, my friend, in the midst of making decisions that you don't want to make is not weakness or brokenness or anything else. It is something that your body has learned how to use to soothe itself. And when that prefrontal cortex goes offline and that irrational smoke alarm goes off, that limbic system fires off like we've talked about, all of a sudden you literally do not have access to your prefrontal cortex. You literally lose the capacity to make a rational decision. And so the body goes to whatever it's gone to before: anger, pornography, phone, depression, good guy syndrome, whatever, you name it, and it uses it to regulate you. But my friend, if you have done the work to learn how to regulate your nervous system and you have this preloaded decision already in place, guess what? The guesswork is taken out of it. You have already chosen the man that you want to be. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to start with one preloaded decision for tomorrow morning. And here's how I would get you to do that. If you're not already doing practices, here's how I get you to do that. Decide tonight before you go to bed that in the morning, your feet are going to hit the floor as soon as your alarm goes off. You're going to stand up and you're going to take 5 minutes. You may have to go pee first. You're going to take 5 minutes and do something that makes you feel like the best version of yourself. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's doing some yoga. Maybe it's reading your Bible. Maybe it's saying a prayer. Maybe it's getting in the cold plunge. I don't know what it might be, but start with a preloaded decision. In the morning, my feet are going to hit the floor. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and I am going to do it. It is already decided, and it is not negotiable. And what you will see, my dude, is you will start to gain confidence in the man that you are. You will start to trust yourself and trust your own judgment. And little by little, with every decision that you make that's loving back toward yourself, you will create change in your life. All right, my dude. So today you learned a dysregulated nervous system cannot make good decisions in the moment. That's neuroscience, not weakness. When the trigger hits, the man who has already decided wins. And start with one preloaded decision tomorrow morning for 5 minutes. My dude, thank you for listening. You can go on and sign up in the link in the show notes for the school platform. It is free. You can upgrade to access the base nervous system regulation basics course. But I'm putting all kind of content up on just the free part. As I have time, I'm putting more up. Love to have you on that space. Come and join us and join the conversation about nervous system regulation. All right, my dude, this episode is also brought to you by MMB Dentistry, ran by my good friend Jody Morgan down in Griffin, Georgia. They also have an office in Zebulon, Georgia. If you're in that area, you need some dental work done. And to be honest, it is worth the drive because he is one fine man and he has a bunch of fine folks working with him. You can find him at mmbdentistry.com. All right, my dude. Have a great week. I will see you on Sacred Sunday.